API architect. That is what I'm going to jump to is installing some new APIs. We've had a request for some providers, and I have the ability to put the Kling, latest Klings in, so we're going to get him up to date speed. He's going to be our Aetherwave API architect specialist as soon as he reads this. He previously was doing the radio station integration, something we'll talk about more later, but yeah, we did radio stations today, having to do with our mobile app. And here is the other Claude. He's going to be finalizing the mobile app. That's right. That's what's happening. Oh, lots of stuff happening. All right. Integrations, let me just say it. API integrations that we need to install on the video studio page. So here I'm asking Claude what our mobile app does, because I don't 100% understand the role of it, but I want to make sure that it has a role. What the fuck? Video studio page. Earlier I had him make a manual for users regarding this app. That's a real good way to find out what the use is for an app that you've written with the clouds, is to have them write the manual, and then you can read it and understand kind of how to approach the marketing and even the build architecture. Sometimes you have to build it before you to know what's in it, and it's the weirdest thing, but that's how you can do it now. Build it and then figure out what's in it and what do you have to do to make it useful. Sometimes it's not useful and you just throw it away, but it's not like it took you 6 months to build anymore. Okay, so we're looking at Kling in APIs, so I'll do an API here, an actual integration, just so people can see how it works. Uh-oh, that's alright. He was just reading his skills, so he should be fine. Yeah, the API integration is, we receive the feed from a provider, and it has all of the capabilities. Well, that is to say that we send them the information on an item, and then they process it and send it back. So, in effect, we are doing the same service as they are. We are providing an interface and another outlet for the API owners. Okay. Yes, Kling interaction, integrations. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're putting them here. Studio. So they'll be on our list, our drop-down list, which is no longer a drop-down. Thank God. I always thought they were so ugly. So here's our new picker for model, right in the middle, and it's different. It's so much better. Look at this. Here's what you have by default, grok chosen. You can scroll down, you can see the different options on the right side. We have certain credit ranges on how much they're going to cost. We have the actual processes. I2V means image to video. FNL means first and last frame. If you don't know that, you will eventually come to know that, because it's so important to know what your input's going to be and what you can expect in the output. We have Kling 2.1 and Pro, but we're at 2.6 now in this world, so we're going to install those. So we have updated Klings. We'll keep the 2.1s in there. They're going to cost a little bit less than the Pros, or than the 2.6s, but we actually had an artist request the 2.6, and it's something I wanted to get around to, and that's what the nudge I needed, was somebody telling me that they wanted it, so that's what's going to happen. Yep, so this is our drop down now, and it's pretty nice as compared to, actually it was literally a drop down like this, right, with the names on them. It's not very interesting. So okay, so let's see, Kling 2.1. We'll try the Pro one just to get a baseline of how good this is. Kling supposedly is really great now. I haven't had a lot of experience with them, but they've been really hyped up, so I'm happy to get them in here. Okay, so let's get an image in here. Yep, it takes an image. You can do that again by clicking on the red audio image tag. Boom. Sets it right there. And we always want to have a text prompt. That's always required. Doing aerobics in the middle of a video shoot. Why not? And let's see how it interprets it. Let's go 10 seconds. Give it more time to do something fun with it. CFG slider means how close you want to follow the prompt as compared to how creative you want it to be. I want it to be pretty creative. We can go right down here maybe. 0 through 10. That slider should be way more granular than that, but I think, I don't know. I didn't expect it to go by tenths, but it is a 10-point slider then. Generate video. Okay, and we should have estimated cost 140 credits. Kind of a lot, but it's 10 seconds long, and it's Kling Pro. So for 70 cents, I think you're okay. For 10-second video, yeah. I mean, may not be what you want, or maybe exactly what you want, or maybe something you work with. But we have all sorts of tools here. When you go to editing, you can edit the video in some way, or you can go to our actual video editor that creates rendered videos, like the final cuts, and work with it there. Or you could run it through here again and modify your prompt. Considering 70 cents to make a 10-second video without this sort of technology, you would never be talking about cents, like 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. No, you'd be talking about hundreds of dollars, per 10-second snippet of a footage that you got. Okay, let's see what's going on with the conversations over here. Okay. Yep. So we created this backend to support the radio station creation ideas, and our mobile app does not support any of that, so we need to retool it. Okay. Add endpoint to serve genre-based playlist from what? Quick fix or the full implementation? Full, obviously. And I'm going flying off the hip right here, just like, what is the main purpose of the app? Main purpose of the app is to be able to tune in to radio stations, create new stations, maintain your current stations, and share moments directly to social media. Okay, well, I made that decision in about 1 second off the top of my head, but let's implement that. Boom, then we'll ship it. We have plenty of time. Okay. What's going on over here? What did I ask for? Oh yeah, implementation. Ooh, hope I didn't already do it all, because usually he has the expert skill attached, which I wrote, so hopefully. Okay, I didn't ask him to get started, but that's what happens sometimes, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, we have with audio happening here, so that's going to be a new parameter we're adding. I'm not real big on the with audio, but I think it's okay. It's getting better, that's for sure. It's not like you can link a couple of clips together with audio, because usually the audio does not match and won't tell the story correctly, but for a single clip with audio can be pretty good, I think. Okay, so we're adding in that new API endpoint. That's okay, it's good. It's going to have to happen. Here's what we generated here with Kling 2.1. Let's watch that again. What? Play button doesn't play it? That seems like a problem. You know? It's gonna be a fucking syntax error again. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those undefined errors where they knew there was gonna be an action for that button, so they just made it up with the intention of filling it in later. I'm just gonna have Claude 2 take care of this, I think. No, he's working on the mobile app. He needs to stay on target. hate interrupting either of them while they're in the middle of fairly involved processes, so I will make a note of this, and it's one of those things that I'll bring up in the middle of when we're sitting around without anything to do, which happens occasionally. And this is for play button and return modal or video studio. Okay, lots of updates for okay. I hope he's talking about the stereo on mobile. He is. The wave stereo in our mobile directory. Core infrastructure. Starting from scratch. Good. It's getting there. Allow a bunch of edits. I understand what's going on, and it can't hurt much anything else as long as he's in that directory. So let him run. Let me update the to-do list of verify TypeScript compiles. Okay, so what did he do? Did he add these already? Kling 2.6 to model dropdown. Position before Kling 2.1. Probably should be conditioned, positioned afterwards, but okay, there's the native audio generation. Let's see how this all looks. We're gonna have to go to the dev server. Probably just restart it too. Mm. 2.6 straight up. 2.6 motion control. Okay, that looks different. That is something we'll look into, but I want the 2.6 regular, and I think that's right here. Audio visual generational model that produces synchronized video speech. Speech too, so it does a lip sync too. This is different than what I thought it would be. I thought it'd just be like this, generated model, Designed for text to, okay, it's just text. 2.5 turbo, probably pretty good though. Alright, let's take a look and see what we're jumping into here. Video, speech, ambient sound, and sound effects from text or image inputs. Okay. This is going to be pretty powerful, I have a feeling, once people start figuring out how to use it, what to use it for, and what prompts to use. I just need to make sure we set it up correctly. Model name is important. Okay, didn't know we had them in there. So now we just have to double check everything else. Callback URL, model name. Input prompt is the first thing. That's required. Input image URL is required. Input sound is required. It's a Boolean, yes or no. Input duration is required, so we have a lot of requirements to run this, which can turn some people off, but it's going to get you a better result. Yeah, so it has to be a string, but it's going to be 5 or 10 is duration. And then here's a request example. This is what we send. And then we build the input form around the fields that we need to send. That populates this. We need a prompt. The model will be listed. Aspect ratios, I don't think there was an option for that. There's an option for duration, 5 or 10 seconds. No aspect ratio, it's kind of interesting. I guess because the image right here is required, we'll take the aspect ratio of this image, and that's what they'll take to finish off the 5 or 10 second video. That makes sense. Okay, so this, I'm gonna hold on to this. Save to gallery, of course. What is that? Okay, that was I don't know if we need all that. Download complete. We can download it, save it. We can take a snapshot of any frame. Also, I don't see the playhead anywhere, which which is where we decide which frame to take. Okay, another note. Play button doesn't work, which is too bad because I wanted to watch it again. I think we should be able to pop it out. We used to be able to. I did change this modal a little bit, but it seems like there's nothing there now. There was a timeline, there was a download modal right here, and the time is not correct. 00000. Really? Edit button does nothing. What is going on here? I don't know if this just broke the whole page, basically this one syntax error. Let's see what we got from them. Oh, that's fun. Some sound on there. This is 2.1. They're out of sync a little bit, which is good. A little natural, kind of. Okay, that's what I wanted. Another sort of candid moment for one of the bands. You guys missed that whole thing because I had it in the wrong one. Yeah. Documenting while you're developing is not easy. So that's why I've taken like just these kind of half-hour breaks or whatever to do some filming and let you know what's going on. Here we go. A candid moment for Helena and her crew. A virtual band that is under my record label. We'll play one of her songs now. It's actually one of my favorite groups to run Persona generations under. Was it revamped for this stereo player? Mobile is getting its functionality built in now. Updated functionality, we'll say. Alright, he's going to restart the dev server for me. Very nice. He's probably going to stop the music, but okay. the image I took, and then the video subsequently right there. And there's the actual original album art right here. Yep, our gallery brings up Lightbox. You can see stuff a little bit more impersonal. In person. Run videos. Okay. If she was a real person, she'd be upset if I published that. But okay. Other things. Another video. Pretty cool. Like that one. Oh. This just begs you to continue on with it. We can use the extend function and just have this dragon going down Tokyo Road or whatever this is. And then a moon coming up off the horizon, maybe? No, another 20 seconds, you could really have some cool narration going on there too. Anyways. He said he restarted the server. Actually, he said the server was already running. I'm not quite sure if he restarted it. He should have. In which case, I'll be logged out right here. I'm not logged out. Kling 2.6 is not listed here. 2.1, 2.1 Pro. I think he might not have restarted. So I will restart. We have some expensive generations kind of happening. 77 credits is 30 some cents. Very similar to 2.1 Pro. And then here we have with audio, I guess. Okay. Here's the thing, is there also a Pro version? No, just 2.6 is all we have here. Okay. this server restarting or not? Because I'm not getting logged out, which is weird. Let me try it one more time. Just make sure it's restarting. Shut off, restart. Okay, well, Cloud said go ahead and test regardless. Right away, I can tell you that I don't see it here. So I'm not sure if that restart did what we wanted or not. It's a drop down, but it's way better looking than a drop down. But it literally is the list right here. Able to give information on each one as well, which helps, I think, to make a decision on which one you want to use. So we did have it set up here, but we have a display set to none. So it looks like we already had them ready to go. That was before we created this modal, so I don't know what we're going to have. We should have an empty card at least. What's going on over here with the mobile app? I'm going to let him pretty much run with this mobile app, and then we'll be having a round of testing just to make sure that it's what we're looking for. Reveal 3.1. What are you talking about? If I know what he means by before and after here, it's a vertical list, so should be a lower, yes. Okay, anyways. I made a mistake. I should be on dev, so anything I just said that I saw doesn't mean anything. That was in production. Let's go back to dev now. Funny. Kling 2.6 is now in there. And we have Kling having the same avatar for everything. Okay, I can live with that. I can update those two. 2.6 might want to be different than 2.1. I don't have a problem with changing it. Okay, looking good. Well, a Kling 2.6 is text to video, image to video, first frame plus audio between 35 cents, 38 cents or something like that, and $1.50 per generation. Okay. Sorry guys, I didn't cut over it. You know what I was talking about. There it is right here. And everything I just said is what I'm reading off of here, which is the information we've made for this card. I'm going to choose it. Make sure the ordering is correct now. 2.3, 2.1 Kling goes down to 2.6 then. Okay, fine. Let's make a video. And we're allowed one image with this. I'm sure it's not first frame, last frame, right? First frame. With audio is the thing. Add synchronized audio to videos. Doubles the credit cost, which seems like a lot. Yeah, that was a Boolean, true or false. Was there an audio prompt though? Oh, there is aspect ratio. Shit. I wonder if we caught that. There's no input prompt, so it's gonna just kind of for sound, so it's just gonna kind of create a sound relative to all the information that it receives, I suppose. No audio, and then there's with audio. It's just so much more with audio. I don't know that it's gonna be worth it. It might be the best audio ever. Maybe they've figured it out. Let's just try it. Why not? Okay, so what I want to do is throw an image in as a. I guess this is probably gonna be a reference image. This could be cool. Throw that in. Girl singing in Cyber City future, and we'll leave it long like that. Generate with audio, sure. I'm gonna try it. Seems what? Weird? Seems very weird, I'm sure. It would be. Try to be as creative as you can to sort of get this mood, because the fact is these AI models tap into emotion and they tap into a layer below the literal way more than you would think, and it's more meaningful to them than the top literal layer. And they study words and patterns of language so much that they really dig into meaning and emotion and the second layer of subconscious. You know, what you really mean when you say something. Don't take my word for it. Hang out with them for like 6 months straight, and you'll realize this is true. Okay, seems surreal. Flowery language, a little poetic, really goes a long way. As long as you don't get too crazy and too detailed, you're going to get what you want lots of times. If you just accept that they have mastery of language and intent behind it. So don't treat them like kids or children or people that have just learned the language, because they know it about 10 times, 100 times better than you do. Okay, here we go. See what happens. Oh, we're gonna go 10. Let's make it a long one. I don't have I have plenty of credits. That might be logged out at this moment. Shit. So I'm gonna save this. And I must be logged out. Something happened with the server. Now I'm logged back in, maybe. Credit amounts are being pulled incorrectly. That's all I can say. Specifically for this one, maybe? I don't know. Let's try it again. Yeah, what's going on here? Some sort of syntax error. I think we're probably updating the wrong or checking the wrong item. First frame true, last frame false. Okay. Boy, what's been going on over here with the mobile? Social sharing. Yep, we definitely want to have that. So important with mobile that you have that one-touch social share. Create the moment, share it directly to Facebook, directly to Instagram, directly to TikTok. That's the use of having on-the-go piece of hardware with our application. I'm gonna keep this rolling until we do get the output for this, because I don't want to keep everyone in suspense and then not deliver something. I'm always in suspense every time I run one of these, especially for the first time. just keeping a general eye out on what's happening. I know what they're doing in each of these task flows, so until I see something that concerns me, I'll just let them run. Text to video and image video mappings. Huh? It says I'm logged in, but I might just run it through it again. So logged in again, same amount of credits, everything looks the same. It looks like I was logged in the whole time, so I don't know that that's the issue. Where's my prompt? The worst thing is like to lose your prompt and have to just write it all over again. If you make a good prompt, it means something as you write it, and the second time you have to write it again, you lose something. Believe it or not, it's true. And it's painful because you're trying to remember and capture that same feeling. Okay. Let's do it. I mean, he says there's no reason, unless I'm logged out, which is what I thought too, that he shouldn't let me do it. So we're going to do it. Ooh, unchecks this again. I checked it, put an image in, and it unchecked it. So, something to think about. Yeah, fuck that. No way. Again, same freaking thing. Update duration options is not defined. Okay, well that's a syntax error. I can stop everything. Just paste it in there, and if that's what's causing the problems, we'll realize it and fix it right away. That's what I thought. Boom. This guy looks like he might be done. He's just retooled completely our mobile app in the 10 minutes, 5 minutes that we've been sitting here, 15 minutes. Either way, it's now ready to be looked at, and we're going to finalize it before we ship it tonight. It's going to be shipped. We're going to have an actual app in the store finally, Android store and Apple store too, probably. I think we'll do both. Okay, 4-tab navigation, browse, player, my station's profile. Okay. Social sharing, standard social sharing, cover image upload. Important. Gradient, pink, purple. Yeah, the design actually I had already worked out. Jog wheel integration, I'll bet you it's just not been figured out yet. Let's see. It was like my make or break. All of our apps are going to use this jog wheel. Unless there's a really important reason why they shouldn't. But I want there to be a consistency among our apps and ease of use. Jog wheels are great for one-handed thumb control. Okay, so he's going to update his functions to use the wheel. And we have a compact happening on one. We've been fairly consistent with our messages to each other. There's been no break in the goal for the last 5-10 minutes, so I think we're gonna be fine. Continues where he left off. See, realizes what he did and what he's trying to do and the problem that we're addressing. Good. I haven't even seen the way this app looks. I designed it and showed what I wanted it to look like, but I haven't had a chance to see it in Expo, so that's going to be the next thing we do today. Finalize all that. I mean, I could just have them set the cost to 0, and I could run it at least once. I mean, did he not understand? He does not understand that we had that JavaScript error. I think he failed to pass that through the context conversation compact to the next context window, which is why he was trying other troubleshooting steps again. Okay. He's saying he fixed it. This error is the reason why the page basically stopped. But is it the reason why my credits are being counted at 0 when I have over 5,000? Update duration, yep. Called inside. Or, defined inside. Called outside. Get it. No session found. Okay. Yep, it was acting like I wasn't logged in. So let's see. That's not good though. It should say I'm not logged in. But then I did log in again. I went to right here where he's going to log me in automatically with my dev login. I did do that, I remember. Going back here. Should work, right? Okay. What? This may cost is not 0. I don't know if it was what it was showing before, but now it's showing 0, which means there's a disconnect. Thumbwheel is fully integrated. I think we had it part way in there, but either way, he just did that in the last 3 minutes. That's nice. I can't wait to see it in action. Haptic feedback on every 15 degrees. I think something like that. It's gonna feel like it's clicking in your hand while you're spinning it. There's a syntax error. Boy. Syntax errors are awesome, not because they are great to have, but because when you fix that syntax error, everything works. because they break everything, right? So you find that and you're like, yes, it's not something nuanced. It's just a syntax error. Hopefully. Yep. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. CLJS script, got it. Yep, this is my life. I get to relog in again, do the same actions 10 times in a row to find out what the hell the single error is. Let's do it. Alright, well, at least we got that figured out. $5,089. Got it. Let's go back here. Estimated cost, there we go. 28 cents. 28 credits, 14 cents for grok. Back here, 77. Okay, a little bit more for Kling 2.6. Let's get our prompt back in there. That's not right.